The duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi left Vader not just physically injured, but mentally scarred too, almost to the point of insanity. Vader blamed Obi-Wan for his injuries and failure, desiring nothing more than to exact his revenge upon Kenobi himself. However, Vader had learned from his mistakes of the past. He was no longer arrogantly overconfident and held a significant amount of fear for his former Jedi Master. Even with all the power he had acquired, he could not be sure that he would beat Obi-Wan when he finally encountered his former master. When he finally came face to face with the Jedi, he was relieved. Obi-Wan was no longer the powerful duelist he had fought long ago on Mustafar. Despite his quiet confidence, Vader stayed cautious and timid in his fighting style, not wishing to be defeated through overconfidence as he had been before. To Vader's dismay, his former master turned and looked at a boy shouting Kenobi's name. He then smiled at the Dark Lord, lifting his saber into the air and closing his eyes. Vader was so perplexed by Obi-Wan's actions that he hesitated for a brief moment, believing it could be some kind of a trap. However, he then moved swiftly, striking the Jedi down with his lightsaber. The Dark Lord was filled with a deep sense of relief, with the dark side flowing through his veins. His victory was to be short-lived. He soon realized that Kenobi had vanished into thin air, leaving behind only his cloak and his lightsaber. Vader believed that this must be some kind of illusion, before using his boot to confirm that what he had just witnessed was indeed real. For Vader, this was even more disturbing than an illusion. This proved that Kenobi may not have been lying when he told the Dark Lord that if he struck him down, he would become more powerful than he could possibly imagine. Frustrated with his lack of understanding, Vader realized he had been outdone by Kenobi for a second time. Vader theorized that maybe this force trick was in some way related to the powers of Darth Plagueis the Wise, the Sith Lord who conquered death. He also postulated that Obi-Wan may have used the Force to disintegrate himself, therefore robbing him of the revenge he had desired for almost 2 decades. Nevertheless, Vader went on to take Obi-Wan's lightsaber as a trophy, regarding it as his greatest victory, despite his fears and confusion surrounding the events of his death. And if you want to claim this saber pictured here as your own trophy, then make sure to click on this link here or in the description to check out this beauty over on VF Sabers.